Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. In this video, I want to show you my honest review, and I hope I will be able to highlight all the pros and cons of this product. So let's begin.
Have you ever seen an old Billy Mays OxyClean commercial? Well, you probably wouldn't guess, but this simple stain remover holds the key to living the rest of your life free from disease, illness, or infection. In fact, the discovery of a forbidden ingredient found in OxyClean is bad news for those greedy drug companies. It has the power to push them straight into bankruptcy. And that's why they've done everything to cover this up. Because this OxyClean ingredient can be more powerful than any vaccine or antibiotic. It can repair and restore your body without the harmful side effects of prescription medication. That's why this short presentation and what I'm about to reveal will eventually vanish without warning. So listen to the very end before they shut us down, so you too can reap the benefits of this disease-fighting compound. Deal? Before we go any further, I want to think to your 20s or even 30s, when you felt free on top of the world, like you could conquer anything life threw at you. You were invincible. You had all this great energy, and you never gave it a second thought. Then it hit. And now you're probably like most Americans who just deal with it, where it may have just started with a little morning stiffness, some rough nights, and a few times when you forgot your keys. And then those little problems started getting worse. They started piling up, and that's when you start questioning how it happened so fast. And you may have seen friends, family, or maybe even you have begun to deal with chronic illness like hypothyroidism, diabetes, IBS, psoriasis, or arthritis. I hope I've caught you before you ever experienced this, because that's just not living. It's only surviving. A cabinet full of prescriptions isn't living. And I bet you want to feel healthy again, young again, without restriction, without medication, without surgery, without hospital beds, and without worry, right? Well, in a moment, you will discover how to heal from chronic mystery illnesses that your doc said you just gotta deal with. The same illnesses stealing your youth and happiness. Look, I'm not blaming your doctor. It's not their fault. The system Big Pharma has developed into the medical practices and even education has brainwashed nearly every medical professional. Think about it. Why would Big Pharma want to solve your problems? Your problems and your suffering has stuffed their pockets with an unending stream of cash. It's a business. So if you're tired of being a lab rat in their pharmaceutical experiments and you finally want to break free from prescriptions, listen closely, because you're about to walk away with the steps that will leave your doctor, friends, and family shocked from the staggering recovery your body goes through almost overnight. Now here's something even more shocking. Over and over again, we hit the same pattern. As soon as you reach a certain age, it's like a switch goes off in your body. It suddenly starts to take longer to recover. And really well-meaning people suddenly get repeatedly told, eat more vegetables and exercise more. Yeah, right. Even worse, you're told, we need to start you on this medication, or we need to schedule you for surgery. Or even worse, they hear these bone-chilling words. There is no cure. The medical merry-go-round is a horrible place, where you only get a new medication when the side effects of the old one become unbearable, or when your body becomes immune to the one you've been taking. That may or may not sound familiar to you, but if it does, believe me, my friend, you certainly aren't alone. Most adults today are stuck in that situation. Okay, now for the big question you've probably asked yourself again and again, while you or someone you care about is wincing in pain. Isn't there a better way? Why does it seem that every medical solution seems to involve managing your illness rather than curing it? While any mention of a full and complete cure is always regarded as a long shot, even though we have the most advanced technology in history. And then there's the even bigger question. Why do some people, and even entire cultures, seem to be immune and completely free from fatal diseases we are dying from every day? Diseases like heart disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, clogged arteries, AIDS, arthritis, emphysema, Alzheimer's, depression, the list goes on. They seem to live full, energetic, and even athletic lives, even into their 60s, while the rest of us feel like we lost a genetic lottery. After years of research and studying thousands of medical case studies dating back to the 1800s, I figured out one simple fact that, once you accept it, will allow you to reverse any illness and disease-proof your body. What's the big secret? Okay, this is going to sound unbelievable to you. It certainly sounded unbelievable to me when I was going through the hundreds of case studies of healing miracles. And it was still unbelievable when I personally saw it cure illnesses doctors said were incurable. Look, the reason why some people and cultures manage to live their entire lives without debilitating illnesses, while so many others don't, has nothing to do with their genes or with how many veggies they eat. And it certainly doesn't have anything to do with the level of medical technology they had. Sure, there were a few extreme cases I've seen and read about, like being on the verge of death, that took longer to fully recover back to living a full, even athletic life again. But almost all medical case studies revealed that the reason why any disease heals was because of one particular nutrient they had more of. It's a nutrient the rest of us don't have enough of. What's the secret nutrient? It's going to sound deceptively simple, but here it is. The reason why you or the people you love aren't healing from a debilitating illness isn't because you don't have the right drug. It's because you or your loved ones don't have enough oxygen in your cells. To say it another way, if you're like 99.99% of people suffering today, you don't know how to get oxygen into your cells so it can neutralize any bacteria, virus, cancer cell, kills them, and pull them out of your body. I know this sounds crazy, but it is the cold, hard truth. You see, there's actually a right way to get oxygen into the cells of your body that some people naturally do, while the rest of us are forced to suffer. Incredible, isn't it? Every documented case study of a dramatic healing I studied, and every client I taught this therapy to, the story was the same. There were little things some people did that turned their bodies into impenetrable fortresses when it came against illness and disease. And there were big mistakes most people like us make without even realizing it, that have their bodies begging to be infected. Plain and simple, the big secret to getting any illness, including cancer, AIDS, clogged arteries, arthritis, diabetes, Alzheimer's, yeast infections, completely reversed, is to learn how to oxygenate your cells in a way that makes it impossible for bacteria, cancer, or any virus to live, and to create an almost miraculous recovery and immunity to any disease, much less the diseases that are killing us in record numbers today. Did you know back in the 50s the number one cause of death was accidents? Things like car crashes, acts of God, or completely uncontrollable events? But today, heart disease and stroke are the number one preventable cause of death. Now, a healthy man or woman can be happily playing with his or her child in a playground and without warning suddenly be attacked by a blinding heart attack, gasping to breathe as the world turns black. At best, they are treated in time, but sadly, many live the rest of their life with brain damage, unable to walk or move because of permanent paralysis, or worse, death. Then, after heart disease, the other greatest cause of death today is cancer, then diabetes. It is staggering and, well, just plain sad that we will leave our family helpless and alone because of a disease that could have been easily cured. Not to mention the devastating costs of medical treatment they are burdened with long after you are gone. Yet, as I said just now, there are individuals and even entire cultures that seem to escape this fate. Also, there are many countries outside the U.S. that encourage this specific therapy to cure these lethal, debilitating, and devastating illnesses. There are two facts about all healing I will share with you right now that will change everything you've heard about curing disease. What I'm about to tell you will fly in the face of all the things you've grown up hearing, so hold tight.
Cool, right? Click the link in the description for pricing, ratings, and reviews.